people, welcome back again. Please do well to subscribe. Here is the reason why South Africans hate foreigners so much. I want you guys to watch this video and share your thoughts in the comment section.
I hate foreigners and the government is doing nothing. Our kids have turned into zombies. It's all because of them.
But I'm wondering why. You said you hate foreigners.
Most of them are selling drugs. You can ask my son. He will tell you. He started smoking drugs when he was 14 years old. He said it's crystal. That's him.
Dimakato is part of Operation Dudula, an anti-migrant campaign group and newly formed political party. They blame foreigners for the poor state of the economy and high levels of crime. Critics of Operation Dudula say they're fueling hatred. Figures show about 6.5% of the country's population are migrants. I joined the group as they went to confront a local shopkeeper who they say is in a dispute with his landlady over rent.
Where's the papers of this business? Bring the papers, put the papers here.
Ama-document ukuthi ube la wena amaphepha ukuthi usebenze la South Africa now.
You don't have to
Tshela nge-passport issue uyovakasha maqeda mele uhambe ubuyele.
The shopkeeper is forced to sign an agreement giving him 2 months to leave the premises.
This is Vigilante.
This one?
This.
No.
You're not a judge,
Yeah.
you're not a policeman, you're not a lawyer,
Yeah.
but you just tried to hold a hearing.
Since you intervened, you made sure there's a peace.
Well, you threatened him and you didn't really give him a real option. I was there, I saw it.
We are not vigilant. He is illegally here. If he was not here, we wouldn't never have this problem.
I've come to meet Annie, who's a campaigner for migrant rights.
Don't worry, I'm not going to show your face.
They destroyed all my clothes
When was this?
on Sunday.
What did they do to the
They
clothes?
put it in this gutter.
What did they say?
You must go to Nigeria. F off. We are Dudula. We are South Africa. I vote in this country. I'm a citizen here. If I'm doing something illegal, fine. Hold me. I'm doing illegal thing. Now you make my life miserable. I cannot pay my rent.
The migrants, they are the poorest of the poor. And they are vulnerable. They'd rather go to them and rattle them instead of rattling the cages of the guys living in the glass houses.
Widespread knowledge of the bad things that happen and the perpetrators being foreigners. But before I get to that, all of the foreigners in this country, whether you've experienced bad South Africans or South Africans that hate you, you've experienced more South Africans that are accommodating and that are friendly and that have even helped to give you opportunities, especially the ones that came in the late 90s and the early 2000s, all the way to your 2000s, even 2016. Even in the comments of the video that I made, there's multiple people who say that, you know what, when I got from Malawi, Tanzania, Senegal, wherever, and got into South Africa, I was afforded the opportunities to work or to be in business that I'm in, specifically because some South Africans opened their hands, opened their arms. And many of you have integrated in black communities around the country. And it does not matter what province you go to. You may go to KZN, where many other people outside of KZN will accuse Zulu people of being ignorant, violent, and disrespectful. But you have been embraced by the very same people. And many of you have also learned to respect the same Zulu people and other people because of the kind of people that they are. That's my experience with Zulu people, by the way. Not the violence, the ignorance that people talk about. I've learned to love and respect them through my experience living amongst them. You can go to the Eastern Cape where there's more Xhosa people. The same thing. In the Western Cape where it's colored, Xhosa people and other ethnicities, the same thing. You've been accommodated, you've integrated in the communities. Here in Gauteng where I live, it's the same. Limpopo, Northern Cape, Free State, Mpumalanga. It's all the same, right? And because they've been accommodative so much and open their arms for you to integrate in their communities, because as black South Africans, we understand what suffering is and how difficult it is to be in a country where you are constantly suffering, whether by situation that is led by the government or by war, anything of that sort. Poverty is something that we do know, and therefore we've been very accommodative. But then there's a certain group of people within each and every country that is within this country that has gotten so arrogant and disrespectful to the people of the country. Part because the officials that work within government offices and institutes, they help in the corruption, in selling papers, in ensuring that people of foreign descendants in South Africa get the services that actually should be belonging to South African citizens, born and raised. And after beyond that, there's other officials like in law enforcement that are corrupt. They only take a cold drink. We have this cold drink culture in this country. And this has led to a certain kind of comfortability that is even arrogant when you top the fact that South Africans are so accommodative. Many foreigners have become very disrespectful to the country, to the laws, to the constitution, and to the people of the country. So when you see formations or movements such as your Operation Dudula, these things do not happen out of a vacuum. They happened because there's a certain need. There's a certain cry of the people within these communities. And it does make sense. Not only does it make sense, I see the very same things that they are complaining about. And look, some of it I may not agree with it, but a lot of it I do agree with it. Because let's look, these are just examples of many. If I look at Tanzanians in South Africa, many that I know are in Pretoria and Johannesburg. Many of them, in fact, most of them, are either selling ganja, they do robberies. And then there's the few that do not do those things. And you go to Braamfontein, for example, in Gauteng. Just before you get to KFC in Braamfontein, there's a small section there. You can buy any kind of drug there. It's Tanzanians. You go down that very same road and you get into Bree Taxi Rank. You can buy any sort of drugs from Nigerians. And on your journey, if you're walking in that same road, you are likely to get mugged by a Tanzanian or a Zimbabwean. These are foreigners committing crimes in South Africa. If you look at the statistics of people that are being arrested, that are in prison right now, the number of foreigners that are there is unacceptable, should be unacceptable, not only from South Africans, but from foreigners as well. Because you, even if you are a good person, doing everything legal, nothing under the book, nothing that is punishable by the law, if the law was being upheld properly, it should not be acceptable to you because you get painted in the same brush. Because if I get mugged 3 times in Gauteng, in Joburg, for example, and all the 3 times I get mugged by a Zimbabwean, I'm going to absolutely believe that there's a lot of Zimbabweans that are committing crimes. I've been shot in a hijacking. I took in 3 bullets, slept over at a hospital. I needed blood transfusion and all of that. I was shot by a Zimbabwean. And at that time, my best of friends, whom I call my brother to this day, is a Zimbabwean. So I had to understand that it's not all Zimbabweans, it's the one that committed the crime against me. Because here I am, I've got a Zimbabwean who is in the country legally, who is doing business legally as well, also renting a shop legally as well, and complying. So there is a few South Africans through exposure that understand that it is not everyone. But through underexposure and with the few people that they are exposed to in their communities, they only have bad things to say. They only have discomfort to experience. I saw a video on TikTok of some Malawian ladies and illegally in the country wanting to fight a
So family, by the clip of video that you watch, I know that you have understand everything that went wrong here. If you are turning into this channel, please do also like, comment and share, turn on the bell notification, that which I'm upload new video will be first to be notified. So my returning subscribers, may God bless you. All my new subscribers, you guys are the best. Seriously, here is the reason why South Africans hate foreigners, because they believe that foreigners are the one that's spoiling their country. They're the one that's selling drugs, yelling children to being a drugs addicted something, as in doing a lot of things that normal indigenous of South Africa are not supposed to do. as in spoiling their children. As you can see, that woman, she was crying so bitterly that her son started smoking at the age of 14 years, and she believed that is the foreigners that her son, that teach her son how to smoke. Oh God, this is so heartbroken. This is so heartbroken. But all of them have forgotten that it's not all the foreigners that is in South Africa that is into drugs. It's not all of them that is doing bad things. Some of them are doing good business. Some of them are just there only for them to earn a living. So I don't know why this hatred is too much. Seriously, by the clip of video, I know that you have understand everything. I want you to do well and share your observation, share your opinion about this South Africa and the foreigners. What do you have to think about this? The hatred, is it too much? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Or is this what you think that they can solve? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And once again, if you have not remembered to subscribe, please do what to hit the subscription button, and stay tuned and see you guys in my next video. Thank you.